stop, before you scroll away, let me ask you something. What if I told you that one girl from a small town in Brazil with zero English skills became a doctor in Canada? Sounds impossible, right? But here's the crazy part. She was so bad at English that her classmates laughed at her. She had only $5 in her bank account. She cried alone in her room, thinking she would fail. But today, she earns $8,000 per month, lives in her dream apartment, and saves lives every single day. How did she do it? The answer will shock you, and by the end of this video, you'll know the exact steps she used to go from broke and broken to living her dream life. Trust me, this story will change how you see English forever. Hi everyone, today I am sharing an incredible true story about Sophia from Brazil. This isn't just another motivational story, this is about real struggle, real sacrifice and real success. And the best part, if she can do it, you can too. Sophia grew up in a middle-class family, not rich, not poor, just ordinary. Her father drove a taxi, her mother was a teacher. They worked hard but had very little money for extras. But Sophia had one big dream, to become a doctor. When she was 10 years old, her little brother got very sick with high fever. The family was scared, but then a doctor came, smiled calmly and said, "Don't worry, I will save your son." And he did. That moment changed Sophia's life forever. She decided, one day I will become a doctor and save lives too. But as Sophia grew older, she discovered a terrible truth. To become a doctor, she needed English. Not basic English, perfect English. Why? Because all medical books are in English. All research papers are in English. Even in Brazil, doctors need English to work in good hospitals. And guess what? Sophia's English was terrible, like really bad. She went to a public school where they taught very little English. She knew words like hello and how are you. That's it. One day in class, her English teacher asked her to read a sentence. Sophia looked at the book and froze. The words were dancing. She couldn't read anything. She whispered, "I don't know, miss." The whole class laughed at her. That night, Sophia sat alone crying in her room. She thought, how will I ever become a doctor if I can't even read one English sentence? She felt hopeless. She felt like giving up. But then something happened that changed everything. The decision. One evening, Sophia's father came home tired from work. He saw her sad face and asked, "What's wrong?" Sophia said, "Papa, I want to be a doctor, but my English is too bad. Without English, I cannot study medicine." Her father was quiet for a long time. Then he said something powerful. "If English is stopping you, then go learn English. Go to a place where everyone speaks English." Sophia was shocked. "But Papa, we don't have money for that." Her father smiled and said, "We don't have much, but we have enough. Your dreams are important." That night, the family made a plan. They chose Canada. Why Canada? Everyone speaks English there. Best schools for learning English. People are friendly to international students. More affordable than USA or UK. This wasn't easy. Her parents used almost all their savings, everything they had worked for years to save. Before leaving, her mother held her hand with tears and said, "Sophia, we are giving you everything we have. Promise me you will not give up." Sophia promised, and with one suitcase, a little money, and a big dream, she flew to Canada. The struggle begins. The moment Sophia landed in Toronto, reality hit her hard. The weather was freezing cold. In Brazil, it was always warm, but here her hands felt like ice. The food was strange. She missed her mother's homemade meals. But the biggest problem? English. At the airport, a man asked, "Hey, do you need a taxi?" Sophia panicked. She didn't understand. She just smiled and said yes. He asked, "Where to?" Her brain stopped working. She had no idea what he said. Finally, she just showed him the address on her phone. That night in her small rented room, Sophia cried harder than ever. "What am I doing here? I can't understand anything. How will I survive?" The next day at English school, the teacher said, "Let's introduce ourselves." When Sophia's turn came, her hands were shaking. She stood up and said, "My name's Sophia. I from Brazil." That's it. She wanted to say more, but the words were stuck in her throat. Some students laughed. She sat down feeling humiliated. But that night, she made a powerful decision. No matter how hard it is, no matter how many mistakes I make, I will learn English. Now, listen carefully because this is where the magic happened. Sophia used 5 secret techniques that changed everything. Method 1. The headphone trick. She put on headphones and walked around the city pretending to be on a phone call, but actually she was talking to herself in English. She described everything. "I am walking on the street. The sky is blue. That woman is wearing a red coat." This helped her think in English without fear. Method 2. The 3-word rule. Every single day, she learned 3 new words and used them in sentences. Just 3 words, that's it. But every day, no excuses. Method 3. No more subtitles. She stopped watching movies with subtitles. At first it was hard, but soon she started understanding. Why? Because she was forcing her brain to actually listen, not just read. Method 4. The coffee shop challenge. One day, she decided, "Today I will talk to someone, no matter what." She went to a coffee shop. A girl smiled and said, "This line is so long, right?" Sophia's heart was racing, but she replied, "Yeah, it's really long." The girl said, "I come here every morning and it's always like this." Sophia took a breath and said, "Oh really? I just moved here." They had a conversation, a real conversation. That moment something clicked in her brain. She realized, "I can actually do this." Method 5. The shadowing method. This is crazy, but it works. She watched TV shows, paused after every sentence, and repeated it exactly like the actor. Same tone, same speed, same emotion. She did this for hours every day. Within 6 months, something amazing happened. One day at a grocery store, the cashier asked, "Do you need a bag?" Sophia answered, "No, I have one, thanks." Without even thinking, her brain had stopped translating. She was finally thinking in English. But guys, let me be honest, life was still very hard. Sophia worked part-time in a cafe just to survive. Here's what she spent each month. Rent, $800. Sharing with a roommate. Food, $250. Bus pass, $120. Phone, $50. English classes, $500. Every day she woke up at 6 a.m., went to school, worked in the cafe, came home exhausted, and still studied English at night. She missed her family. She couldn't visit home because flights were too expensive. One day she had only $5 left in her bank account. She sat in her tiny room crying. "Why is this so hard? Should I just go back home?" But then she remembered her parents' sacrifice. They gave her everything. She couldn't fail. So she wiped her tears and said, "No, I will make this work." And she did. The success. After all that struggle, Sophia passed her IELTS exam. She got accepted into one of the best Canadian medical universities. Medical school was 10 times harder. All textbooks in advanced English, complex medical terms, perfect reports. But she remembered, "If I learnt English, I can learn anything." Years of hard work later, she graduated as Dr. Sophia Williams. Today, Sophia earns $8,000 per month at a big Toronto hospital, lives in a beautiful downtown apartment, drives her dream car, travels to different countries, helps her parents financially. Most importantly, she saves lives every single day. From a girl who had $5 in her bank account to a successful doctor earning thousands, all because she didn't give up on English. Now listen to me carefully. Sophia wasn't born lucky. She wasn't special. She was just like you, ordinary, scared, broke, but she made one decision that changed everything. She decided to work, not just dream. Today you have 2 choices. Close this video and do nothing. Keep making excuses, keep dreaming but never acting. Or start working on yourself right now. Learn English every day. Change your life. The choice is yours. If you choose option 2, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and let's start your journey today. Because when you become the best version of yourself, the whole world is in your hands. Now go, change your life.